I love about what you touched on, Keith, is that there are so many people who may be of the opinion that them just, quote unquote, as we say in our culture, them dunce. Or them slow, because you can't do the maths. But it's not because you dunce or slow, but you may have an issue with numbers. You know what? I would love to talk about that a bit more. Paula, break down for me, as someone who has the experience themselves, what that is like for you.
Okay, so dyslexia is actually, it's a learning difference. It's not a disability.
Yeah.
It's a learning difference. You know, if you're teaching me in a particular way, I'll learn, basically. And it's an approach that you have to use.
Right.
All right, it runs in families. So if I'm dyslexic, then my mum is dyslexic, which is where I got it from. And you find that when you have dyslexia, you struggle with reading, spelling, working memory, sequencing, and the biggest one is information processing. So your speed of information processing differs. And the problem with that is you get called slow.
Right.
Which is one of the titles I've had. All right. So you also, if you look at the on the world platform and the world population, 20% of the world population are dyslexic. 1 in every 5.
Wow.
Think about that. It's a lot. Okay, Price Waterhouse did a study in the UK, and from that study they found out that 70% of juvenile delinquents were dyslexic. They found out that 50% of adolescents were dyslexic, who were in drug and alcohol rehabs, were dyslexic, sorry. And they found out that 35% of dyslexics drop out of school. And I felt like dropping out of school at grade 9. I'm not going to lie to you, it was too difficult. And then 35% of apprentices, the latest study they've done, between the ages of 19 to 60, the most common learning difficulty they had was dyslexia. So it just goes to show. So that's just to give you an idea of what we're facing in the UK and what are we facing here.
Right, right.
And I don't think enough scholarship has been put into studying it so that we know what we're facing.
And that's what we're trying to do.
We need to continue this conversation.